Hey guys, we're playing Brookhaven and we're pranking just a bit to the table, but it's not gonna be like when we prank. It's not gonna be like it's like a simple prank. Yeah, but I'm sometimes gonna prank a bit too much. Too far. Yeah, and something funny, interesting, or interesting. Okay. But I'm gonna show you guys some secrets in Brookhaven. A bit, yeah. Are you done with okay. For what? Okay. So I think you guys already know the secret.
Jesus. We can safely assume all of them have reached age 20, have
Actually,
graduated
then
from
I'm
their trial captain
back to
position,
my
and are
avatar.
looking for employment. Let's take a
What
look.
at
Ilima is a straight A graduate of the trader school and
I'm gonna
exceptionally
go
skilled.
here
He's
and
clearly hardworking
the
and
alien
responsible, I
thingy.
appreciate in
So you
any
guys already
employee.
know
However, the most
this
Pokemon he
one.
ever uses is 3, which is an odd limitation on himself.
Yeah,
Is he intentionally holding back? Or does he lack the
yeah.
skill?
And the secret, just going through this hole, and yeah, and go inside the X-ray, inside the thing, inside it. Now, if you see this table, look under the table, hit blue button, press it. We're gonna be teleporting here. We're gonna be room 61 room. Check in room and check under every chair until you like find a blue button.
Gym leaders, not cashiers, okay? But after the battle, he says, my dream is to become a professional fire dancer. I've been saving up forever to go study dance abroad.
And I know there's more secrets. I don't know. Okay, there's one in houses and signs.
He could come to my region, be paid well to be the fire type gym leader, and then in his off time, spread the wonders of his culture to my region while learning our own dance techniques. It's perfect. He wouldn't even have to save up. I'd pay him to do it.
How are we gonna
Kiawe is the strongest candidate so far. Mallow has similar battle capabilities as Kiawe. Like him, she normally only uses 3 Pokemon, but uses 6 different kinds in the battle tree. She has the battling chops for sure, and as a cook, she could come to my region and enrich our local cuisine. However, unlike Kiawe, her long-term aspirations appear to be closer to home. At one point, she tells the player, I've got my future all planned out. I mean, we have to move on from being captains when we turn 20 anyway. We may be ordinary, but I'm hoping to take over my family's restaurant. I think I could be an even better chef than my dad and big brother one day. So I would love to have her, but I'm not sure she'd want to come. Maybe she could do like a work-study thing and like be gym leader and learn techniques from our region for like a while, but then I worried like she would just leave after a couple years. Like, I'm trying to set us up for the long term. Sophocles is an excellent candidate. While he does not compete in the battle tree, he does participate in title defense battles with a team of 5 Pokemon, meaning he's absolutely strong enough to be a gym leader. He's also a technological genius. Despite his young age at the time, Mullane trusts Sophocles to run the observatory. And Sophocles' inventions, while sometimes flawed, are still extremely impressive. He created Festival Plaza, which might be points against him, actually. But hey, like, he's grown up. Like, he could have learned from the errors of that, and he could help expand the technological infrastructure of my region with what he's learned from Festival Plaza. Acerola is an Elite 4 member. Somehow, feels like she skipped several promotional steps. Like, I don't know if there's like some nepotism in play here. Maybe with like Nanu as her uncle, but like, I can't hire her. She's an Elite 4 member. Mina is an interesting.
Where is she? No, it's that. Okay, if you hear you guys hear something, it's just my opening. It's your back room, brother.
She never ends up designing a trial that she is supposed to. But then in another, her trial connects the trial goer to all the other captains, indicating what are skills in working in teams. And like that's a super special and unique thing to have on her resume. Like nobody ever has that. She's seen in Kanto as well, indicating an interest in travel. She's also there for so long because she missed the boat back home. A worrisome lack of punctuality. Her paintings could enrich the arts scene of my region, though. I'll think about it. Next are some characters that are quite compelling because they're already gym trainers, just not, like, totally officially. The first is Koichi or Kiyo. Let me explain. The fighting dojo in Saffron City competed with Sabrina's gym for who got to be the official gym in the city. Sabrina's type advantage let her win handily, so the fighting dojo was relegated to just a training facility. It offered a challenge to players, but it could not hand out badges. The leader of the dojo in the Kanto games is Karate Master Koichi, and he uses Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan in all the games but Let's Go, where he has just a polygraph. But then 3 years later, in the Johto games, Koichi is gone. The fighting dojo is struggling, only having one student left, and the new leader, the Karate King, Kiyo, is training in Mount Mortar.
I'm gonna find a ladder.
Sometime later, one of them, but it's unclear which one, has opened up a new fighting dojo in Lumio City, in a small apartment. And he only gets new students if he lies and says it's a dance studio. Yikes. Not going well for these fighting dojo leaders. I also don't love how few Pokemon they use. But they do have experience running a gym-like facility. Who knows, maybe if Sabrina was a rock or ice type specialist instead of a psychic type specialist, then the fighting dojo would be the Saffron City gym. Maybe their expertise in running a kind of facility that just didn't get funding because it wasn't official. Like, maybe they could build the fighting dojo of their dreams once they actually have the funding. And then there's another unofficial gym in the Alola region, the Cantonian Gym. It's really just a tourist attraction where you pay an entrance fee to challenge and fight a gym leader who has one measly Machoke or Machamp. But sometimes present in it is Ryuki, a dragon specialist rock star, seemingly with some notoriety already, who not only battles you there, but fights in title defense battles. He's a very talented trainer, and crucially he says, once Alola gets a real Pokemon gym, I give you my word I'll become the leader. He's got interest, talent, and maybe fame? Like, how many Instagram followers does he have? Like, I could bring a lot of attention
just like
to
make
my
a story
league. And now for the final set of candidates,
if
those
other
who
people even know. If they
fit
don't
into any
know,
of the other categories
anyway,
I
guys, please like and subscribe.
counterpart to Red and Blue in the Let's Go games, and obviously a capable trainer with a full team of 6 high-level Pokemon. She is so
No one in
weird,
there.
though. Like, she wants Mewtwo. She doesn't get Mewtwo, and then she, like, tries to make the player character her Pokemon. Like, literally throws Pokeballs at their head.
Once upon a time, a girl named Callum captured Leo's
workplace interactions.
before
Oh man,
that
if she behaves like that towards a challenger, that's
generated
definitely going to be a loss.
those
You seem interested in me at
slums
first with his passion for researching legendary
and
Pokemon, but I
they
don't think he's sufficiently
ran
demonstrated his
away
battling capabilities.
to
Never having
not
more than 3
let the
Pokemon,
audience
all of them
see
just in the
them.
level 20s. This next one
I
is kind of a
don't
deep cut, but
know what to
remember
say.
that family in the Hoenn games? The win straits? A pun? Winning straight? As opposed to winning gay. You fight 4 of them in a row, and after beating them, they brag about the son of the family, Vito, being incredibly skilled. You can actually encounter him later in the Victory Road, indicating significant skill to get there. Although his shift tree is only attacking moves of pound and nature power, so maybe not.
I'm a bad car driver.
Maybe he's still
Should
a
I
trainer.
use
And maybe he's
this in the car?
given his shift tree a stab move.
No,
Clovis is
it's
definitely
not.
a skilled trainer, and his scientific genius entices me, but even though he hates Gets's
Crash
battle
the
what's
truck.
helpful in Alola, he was
You're in my
too deep
space.
in with Team Plasma
Truck
for me to
key.
hire him. Like, that's a PR risk.
Mhm.
Zinnia is an
Truck.
interesting but kind of an odd option. She absolutely has the talent. She uses Mega Salamence, and she's free. Not like free like money, like she's got free time. After helping the player team up with Mega Rayquaza to destroy the meteor headed for the planet, her grandmother tells her that she needs to find a new purpose, and then
go to the
Zinnias
movie
kinda
first.
vanishes. So look, if I can find her, she might be looking for something to do. However, kind of like with Chorus, she didn't work for an evil team. Either Magma or Aqua, depending on the... Oh, no, stop! But that involves intentionally helping them summon the brown Pokemon to thus summon Rayquaza, so, again, probably too big of a PR risk. Dexio and Cena are very good candidates. They have a great resume, having worked as assistants to Professor Sycamore, and ineffective, yet well-intentioned masked heroes. They've shown a willingness to travel, reappearing in Alola, and they're definitely skilled battlers. Dexio has a team of 5 at one point and competes in the battle tree. And while Cena doesn't have a team of 5, she also still competes in the battle tree as well. I think they are great candidates. However, if I hire one, I'm gonna have to hire the other because they are definitely a thing. Like, they are. They traveled to another region, just the 2 of them together. Like, that, they are an item, and I refuse to bring up this Swordward and Shieldward. No. Cannot do this. They are just so
suitcase.
Yes, they learn from their error, their ways. They're skilled battlers. They can be like a duo steel specialist instead of gym leaders. But like, my God, I cannot have that hair or their attitude working for me or anywhere near me. Maybe if they got haircuts. But even then, Swordward,
Put many things.
Shieldbert.
Gotta put in the
a
basketball in a suitcase.
All of them compete in the Academy East tournament, demonstrating exceptional skill, but for non-battling reasons, some are better candidates than others. Tyne is a rock specialist and actually a former gym leader, but according to Bulbapedia, quote, she avoids questions relating to why she quit as a gym leader, as they make her fill up with nostalgia and sadness. Oh.
No.
It's not. Rhyhorn is deeply into history, but seemingly mostly Paldea's. I thought she'd have no interest in the history of my region. I don't know what it is. I haven't made it up yet. Doesn't really bode well for her having an interest in it. Saguaro is the home ec teacher, but there's nothing that stands out about him outside of his battle. Miriam is the school nurse, but wants to be a health instructor, so clearly her aspirations don't align with being a gym leader. Salvatore is the languages teacher, and he seems like a lovely, nice guy, and his focus on interconnecting cultures is appealing. It'd be tough to pick a type focus for him, though. I guess electric because he terastallizes his Raichu. Jacques is a renowned researcher and developer, and clearly likes to travel, having indicated copy with the player. His terastallization indicates a psychic specialty, but considering his league clubroom team is half poison type, that might fit him better. He's got a really important position in Paldea, though, so I'm not really sure he'd want to leave. But the best teacher candidate is by far Dendra. She is the battle studies teacher, which would make her amazing for growing the Pokemon training scene in my region. She also has a very clear fighting specialty, and she's only 25. Honestly, young people are more enticing hires for this position because they're less likely to be tied down, more willing to move abroad, and if they like the position, they'll be in it for a really long time. And also, as an added bonus, she's hot. Spirited. Hot-spirited. Like lots of energy, you know, good for, like, battling motivation and stuff. And the final option is Perry. She's here because she is just so talented at photography. Market the region, like some good like tourism, Euro photos and stuff like that. Right. She doesn't have enough Pokemon, but you know, maybe we could overlook that for her. But now, after a long and grueling hiring search of conducting interviews, reading resumes and cover letters, conducting second-round interviews, not actually reading those resumes and cover letters and just putting them through a faulty automated system that's just looking for keywords, being generally vague about the salary, and ghosting people after the third-round interview, I am finally ready to announce my ideal team of 8 new gym leaders. Here they are. First is Kiawe as the fire leader. He's probably my favorite candidate in the entire search, and no one's competing with him for focusing on fire. He's a lock. Next is Dendra as the fighting leader. I might have gone for Koichi or Kyo, but Dendra is flat out more impressive, And she could improve the battling educational space. We need a trainer school. Maybe she's the headmaster. Next is Barry as a normal gym leader. Both him and Hugh are strong candidates, and both would be normal leaders. But Barry has shown more interest in battling as a career. Whereas Hugh's main goal seemed only to be to return his sister's purloin. A noble pursuit, but Barry's focusing on battling is better for this job. Next are Cena as the ice leader and Dexio as the psychic leader, respectively. They're both extremely qualified. While I do like Wally as a psychic leader too, Dexio is already a true psychic specialist, and with my choice of Cena, I cannot break this adorable couple up. Next is Clara as a poison gym leader. I've decided to give her the benefit of the doubt for her behavior when she was younger, and she's already got like a minor league gym leader position. Like, that's really good. Silver would have also been a poison gym leader, but there's too much criminal baggage there, and as for Clara's counterpart, Avery, Dexio is simply the more impressive candidate. Then I'd have Mina as the fairy gym leader. She travels, cares about team building, and can improve the region's arts. She's a little spacey sometimes, but no one's perfect. And then
I want to know who's the captain.
It's actually kind of tricky. My two favorite remaining candidates are
the
for Electric and Ryuki for Dragon.
That.
I have a problem. My Elite Four. Spoilers for that video incoming, so if you haven't seen it yet, want to see how it ends,
Stop. I will get a parachute.
I chose for my Elite Four, Moline with Steel, Iona with Electric, Karen with Dark, and Raihan with Dragon. But if Raihan denies the offer due to wanting to continue competing with Leon and Galler, my backup was Seapool with Water. Both Iona and Raihan overlap their type focus with Sophocles and Ryuki. Gym Leader Elite Four type overlaps have happened before, but they're always under specific circumstances. First is the Indigo Plateau, which serves 16 gym leaders, and thus was guaranteed to overlap. Second, the overlaps happen in regions where the champion has changed, specifically Hoenn and Univa. And then third was in Alola, where characters from earlier in the game are recruited to the Elite Four, although I guess they, none of them are technically gym leaders. Like, Kahunas are kind of gym leaders, but not officially. Now, if Raihan denies my offer and Seabolt comes instead, then Ryuki fills in for Dragon and the roster is set. But Raihan is my first choice, so I have to figure out what I'll do if he accepts my offer. If he does, that means both Sophocles and Ryuki are overlaps. It's a tough situation, but I have a plan. I'm taking Sophocles with contingencies. Which, that kind of sounds like his brother. Like, oh, it's Sophocles and contingencies.
I don't know as much about Buckley's outfit, so no. Okay, let's go to the beach. Let's go.
Maybe people are accepting of it, and it ends up not being a big deal. But if the public's reaction is negative,
Am I supposed to be
giving Sophocles a different type. It can't be Steel since Moline has that covered, so instead it's
gonna be the phone here. Just do
so
it.
this way he could keep his ace. Then because of his
I'm gonna put name in
that, not
a horse.
Pass Lunatone or Minior. Iron
We're
Thorns fits well too
getting
if
one
Paradox Pokemon
horse
become more commonplace. He may not be
black
thrilled if this is
because
necessary, but hey,
it was
he's getting to be closer to his cousin again, so maybe he's not actually gonna care. So this is my final squad of new
you guys can hear that. I'll say he's a bit brown. I mean, guys didn't hear it. He is a bit brown. But I am going to say that this one can Bill can just I'm just gonna choose baby mama. They call it entirely called Ma. Ma. Ma.
As champion in the Johto games, they're all flying types. But what if this privilege was extended to gym leaders? What types would they add, and how would their teams change? In this video, I answer those questions for every single one. Brock immediately works as a ground specialist in addition to Rock. And to keep his team from boringly remaining identical, let's add on a sand shrew, since his only gym trainer already uses one. You know what? In fact, for every gym leader that has less than 5 Pokemon, I'll toss on an extra just because it'd be fun. Also, yes, the ground specialty does overlap with Giovanni in the same region, and we're all going to be okay with that, and any future overlaps, because they are impossible to... This case is Starmie, so she works well as a dual water psychic specialist.
Oh, I like snow, but this one.
Slowpoke, then finally adds on Psyduck. She uses it
Quick,
Let's Go,
quick,
while it's not a psychic
me.
type. It kinda should have been. Psy is in its name. Lieutenant Surge doesn't have a
Got
single
to jump.
dual type Pokemon to look
Going
at, except
to run.
Magnemite and Let's Go,
Wait.
but I'm not giving him Steel. Like, Magnemite and Magneton are the only Steel types in the
Drum,
Kanto decks. So
drum.
I instead proposed fighting. Surge is big, buff,
Oh.
and fought in a war. We ditch Pikachu since he's keeping Raichu, then we tack on Mankey and Machoke. Machoke is the strongest fighting type I feel comfortable at. Erica has 2 grass poison types in all of her Kanto game appearances, so it would be logical to make her a grass poison specialist. I would add on Ivysaur, but that's probably not allowed since no other Kanto leaders have starters, so we'll instead tack on Arbok. Snakes can help control pests in your garden. So I didn't just pull this out of nowhere, like it makes some amount of sense. If this is a Kanto game, Koga is the next gym leader, and he would absolutely add on Bug. While he uses no bug types in gyms 1 and 3, he has Venomoth in Let's Go, and then as an Elite 4 member in the Johto games, he has 3 different bug types. For his Kanto gym leader team, I'd like to see him roll Weezing, Beedrill, Ace, Venomoth, and Pinsir. But if this is a Johto game, then Janine is the Fuchsia City gym leader, and honestly, she's already set for being another poison bug specialist like her dad. 3/5 of her team is already bug type, so there's really not anything I have to do, but I would ditch one Ariados for a Pinsir. I feel like Pinsir deserves some gym leader love. It's like the only Kanto
I'm
bug
not a
line
police,
that no gym leader
okay?
has ever used. I really hope that's true. Now I feel like I have to. Okay, Bugsy uses one on his Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team, but like, it's a rematch. I'm talking about like the first battle. Sabrina is a psychic specialist, but she would add on Fairy. This may at first sound odd due to how spooky she is, but like, I don't really want to give her Dark and Ghost because like there's so little options, if any, and I actually think Fairy pairs well, since not only does it work with her Mr. Mime, but also after being defeated in the Johto games, she says the ability to love, I think, is some kind of psychic ability. Yeah, that's definitely fair. Love, nice things, that's fair. Her new team is her Ace Alakazam. All Pokemon have either 1 or 2 types at a time. But what if it was always 2? What if single type Pokemon didn't exist? Today I'll be giving every single Pokemon that only has 1 type a second one. Some will be perfect fits, many will be stretches, and none will have any regard for game balance. Blastoise is now Water Steel. Its cannons look metal and it gets Flash Cannon as an Evo move. Raticate is now normal water. They use their webbed feet to swim across rivers. Arbok is now Poison Dark. It's vengeful, intimidating, and just generally mean. Raichu is now Electric Dark. Okay, I know this sounds weird, but many of its dex entries talk about how it gets aggressive when it has too much electricity. So much so that it might even attack its own trainer. That is Dark-type behavior. Plus it creates a nice duality with Alolan Raichu. Sandslash is now Ground Steel. Bit of a stretch, but its claws and horns are tough enough to be used to make tools, plus its Alolan form is Steel type. Clefable is now Fairy Normal. It was Normal type for many years, so it can be one again.
Bye guys, thank you for watching.
This may shock you, since for many years people have said it should have been